King of the Road Productions proudly presents a Beaumont Boys episode of the Jim King of the TV show. Southeast Texas style. During the half hour, we'll check out Tracy Bird live in Winnie, Texas. And Mark Chestnut live in Southeast Texas.
You got all you need there, Jim? No? Talking to Jim King, King of the Road right here.
We'll feature the Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. We'll also air the Southeast Texas debut of Clay Walker's new video as our Pine Tree Lodge music clip of the week from Nashville. We'll check out the Soggy Bottom Saloon events calendar. And Casey Chestnut will be in the Royal Spotlight. Sponsored by Bradley's Collision Center in Fort Neches.
King of the Road.
Howdy and welcome to the Jim King of the TV show on Fox 4 and the CW. I'm Jim King of the Road. Don't miss Wayne Toops and Zadie Cajun live at Honky Tonk Texas on Saturday, March 5th. Purchase your tickets early at the Honky Tonk Texas box office or online at honkytonktexas.us. And make plans to join me at Marshfest in Winnie, Texas on March 10th through the 12th. The live music lineup includes Kevin Fowler, George Dearborn, as well as Cajun and Tejano music. For complete details, visit marshfest.com. Be sure to take King's Country Internet Radio along for the ride.
In less than 100 years, radio has come a long, long way. We've gone from this to this.
Alexa, play King's Country on TuneIn.
King's Country from TuneIn.
And this. Now you can stream us everywhere.
Stream King's Country Internet Radio on your PC, smart speaker, mobile device, or in your vehicle with your Bluetooth connection. King's Country is streaming worldwide on TuneIn, iTunes, Live 365, and at kingscountry.net. And stream the multi-award winning and nationally recognized Jim King of the Radio Show. Middays, Monday through Friday on King's Country at kingscountry.net. It definitely rules. Now ride shotgun with me to Winnie, Texas. We always cruise Cadillac style, as seen and heard on Southeast Texas TV and radio.
Extra large and turbocharged. It's the King of the Road Show.
Oh, hi, to the guy.
One man has the power to take you behind the scenes. Jim King of the Road.
Jim King of the Road.
Bird, great to see you again.
Good to see you, Jim. How are you, man?
I'm doing fantastic. Hey, what an honor, the first annual Marsh Fest.
Yes, I'm telling you, I'm happy to be here. This is something Shane Shashan was working on a year ago. He started talking about this thing and getting it together, and Of course, it's brought on even more special meaning now since the passing of Trevor, and so we're all out here to celebrate tonight
and raise money for scholarships.
That's right. That's right. To carry on Trevor's name, he was a fantastic young man. I'm glad and happy for the time I got to spend with him, and we all miss him, but we want to honor his memory by raising some money and helping some kids in school.
I think I'm falling in love. I'm holding heaven in my arms tonight. Everything about you is so perfectly right. I've never been there, but I think I might be holding heaven in my arms tonight. Hold on. I'm holding heaven in my arms tonight. Everything about you is so perfectly right. I've never been there, but I think I might be holding heaven in my arms tonight. I'm holding heaven in my arms tonight. That's right.
Still to come, we'll air the Southeast Texas debut of Play Walker's new video as our Pine Tree Lodge music clip of the week from Nashville. We'll also feature the Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. And Casey Chestnut will be in the Royal Spotlight. Sponsored by Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches. We'll also check out the Soggy Bottom Saloon events calendar. But next, we'll air exclusive concert footage and interview with Beaumont boy Mark Chestnut.
You're cruising in the King's Caddy.
King of the road.
Winnie Area Chamber of Commerce presents Marsh Fest in honor of Trevor Lee Shashawn at Winnie Stoll Park in Winnie, Texas, March 10th, 11th, and 12th. It's 3 days of family fun, food, and live music. Featuring Cajun artists Kevin Nakan and Gino De La Fosse on Thursday, and Kevin Fowler, George Dearborn, and Honky Tonk Jones on Friday. On Saturday, it's Category 6, Jacob Stelly, Los Cadets, Jake Bush, and Quinto Potter. Marsh Fest in Winnie, March 10th through the 12th at Winnie Stoll Park in memory of Trevor Lee Shashawn.
Pine Tree Lodge in LaBelle has overcome a lot in the past few years with hurricanes, floods, a demolition, and the pandemic. But the Miller family has come back better than ever. Pine Tree Lodge, where the road ends and the fun begins, in the scenic setting of Taylor's Bayou. Dance to live music Thursday through Sunday, and stop in soon for fantastic atmosphere, friendly folks, and delicious food and drinks. Pine Tree Lodge in LaBelle, Texas.
Shows at Seven Oaks Event Garden start back March 4th with a sold-out concert for Courtney Hale Riviere. You can catch David Starr on March 12th and many more through November. Live music at Seven Oaks is sponsored in part by Acadian Pools of Orange, Texas. Seven Oaks Event Garden in LaBelle, Texas. Cruise to Larry's Old Time Trade Days in Winnie, the first weekend after the first Monday of every month. Larry's Old Time Trade Days, where you can find it here.
You got all you need there, Jim? No? I'm talking to Jim King, king of the road right here. He's trying to get some good footage so he can put it on his TV show, and so far all of it has obviously sucked. You want me to try one more? Okay. It'll be perfect. I promise you this time. Brother jukebox, sister of wine, mother freedom, father time. Since she left me by myself, you're the only family I've got left. Well, I go down to the same old cafe where I try to wash my troubles away, but I again. Spend my time with my new next of kin.
Mark and his fine band have been keeping traditional country music alive for decades now.
You know, just stay out there working, doing what we've always done for the past 30, hell now 40 years now. You know, we're just, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. And we just keep on going. We're working all the time because that's what you do when you get in the country music business. It's not to make a big splash and then fade out. You know, it's you get started and you keep making music and keep entertaining people all over the world. And as long as you can do that, if you can do that as long as you can breathe, well then that's success.
You're never going to retire, huh?
Hell no, I can't afford it.
Well, you wouldn't have any fun. You have fun still with doing what you do.
I do. I enjoy every bit of it. Brother jukebox, sister wine, mother freedom, father time. Says she left me, not myself. The freedom, father time, since she left me by myself. You're the only family I got left. You're the only family I've got
Here comes this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback.
Goodbye, heartache, darling, welcome home.
Of course, Mark Chestnut's home has always been right here in Southeast Texas, where he began performing while still in his teens.
Been having a ball since I was a boy in Beaumont. I still live in Southeast Texas, and I'm never going to leave it. I've never moved to Nashville. I go there when they force me.
Did they encourage you to move to Nashville in the early years, in the early 90s?
No, really, they didn't. They, I thought they would, but when I signed with MCA, I thought for sure they were telling me what to wear, what not to wear, and how to act and everything like that. But I thought for sure that, man, they're going to try to make me move up here. Mm-hmm. And they never did. They wanted me to stay in Southeast Texas because, you know, we have a unique sound that comes out of this area. And
yeah, it's a very rich music scene here all over Texas, really, but especially Southeast Texas.
Really is. Southeast Texas is real special. It has its own vibe, and you can hear any type of music that you want to hear. You know, if you want to hear country music, honky-tonk music, Cajun music, swamp pop, rock and roll, everything.
King of the Road.
That was this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback.
Since 2008, Honky Tonk Texas in Silsbee has been serving up non-stop fun for Southeast Texas with live music and delicious adult beverages. Oh, and be ready to dance your butt off to the best in local, regional, and national touring bands. Of course, date night is every Thursday, and don't forget about the Honky Tonk Grill. Visit them online at facebook.com/honkytonktx and at honkytonktexas.us. Honky Tonk Texas in Silsbee has been serving it all up since 2008. Where have you been?
The key to Terrell doing a job, they're not going to tear your yard up and they'll clean it up. You won't even know they're there, except for when they grind the stumps. They don't pick up the grindings. They let it down there because it's good fertilizer. Tree drive come out very, very well. We had 8 big trees to cut down. They had to fall in different directions. It didn't do no damage to the yard. It just come out very, very well.
It's time now for the Soggy Bottom Saloon events calendar. On Friday, February 25th, Corey Michael will be at Soggy Bottom. And on Saturday, February 26th, the Lane Allen Band entertains. Soggy Bottom Saloon also has karaoke with DJ Fire on Friday nights and DJ Short Boots on Saturday nights. Don't forget about the pool tournament every Monday at 8 p.m. and the poker tournament every Tuesday starting at 7 p.m. Book an evening in the VIP lounge with your friends. Soggy Bottom Saloon serves the coldest beer in Beaumont with $15 buckets all night on Thursdays. Soggy Bottom Saloon, Beaumont's oldest bar, still in operation. Soggy Bottom Saloon, 11325 Old Boat Road in Beaumont, Texas. This has been the Soggy Bottom Saloon events calendar. Winnie Area Chamber of Commerce presents Marsh Fest in honor of Trevor Lee Shashawn at Winnie Stoll Park in Winnie, Texas, March 10th, 11th, and 12th. It's 3 days of family fun, food, and live music, featuring Cajun artists Kevin Nakan and Gino De La Fosse on Thursday, and Kevin Fowler, George Dearborn, and Honky Tonk Jones on Friday. On Saturday, it's Category 6, Jacob Stelly, Los Cadets, Jake Bush, and Quinto Potter. Marsh Fest in Winnie, March 10th through the 12th at Winnie Stoll Park in memory of Trevor Lee Shashawn.
King of the road.
Howdy, and thanks again for watching the Jim King of the TV show on Fox 4 and the CW. I'm Jim King of the Road. Still to come, Casey Chestnut will be in the Royal Spotlight, brought to you by Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches, Texas. But here comes the Southeast Texas debut of Clay Walker's new video as our Pine Tree Lodge music clip of the week from Nashville. Of course, the legendary Pine Tree Lodge is the area's one-stop destination for scenery, dining, dancing, and drinking. Their fantastic menu includes delicious dishes like that grilled ribeye, the seafood platter, or the blackened shrimp pasta, one of my favorites. And Pine Tree Lodge is now offering a brunch menu from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sundays. You also feature fabulous live music Thursday through Sunday, fantastic food, delicious drinks, a king-size dance floor, and great service. And all in the scenic setting of Taylor's Bayou in LaBelle, Texas. Stop in Pine Tree Lodge soon and tell Mike, Sandy, and Norma Miller the Jim King of the TV and radio sent you. Beaumont boy Clay Walker is back with his first music video in 8 years, with Need a Bar Sometimes on Toby Keith's Show Dog Records. The video, directed by Matthew Paskert and filmed in an empty Froggy and Jeffro's bar in Spring Hill, Tennessee, mirrors the times as COVID-19 continued to limit our ability to hang out in a full bar. Here comes His Majesty and Show Dog recording artist Clay Walker with Need a Bar Sometimes as our Pine Tree Lodge music clip of the week from Nashville.
Tequila, a cold beer or no bar stool. Might wanna kill a little time after you knock off at 5 to kick a little dust off your boots. We all need a bar sometimes. Lean back with a long neck on a neon night, somewhere you can sip and unwind, or hang out with a party crowd till closing time. You might be drowning her leaving, or just here drinking, but we all need a bar sometime. That's right. You might need it from meeting somebody. Yeah, learning to let someone go. When I turn that jukebox up, or light one up, and just get lost in the smoke. We all need a bar sometimes. Lean back with a long neck on a neon night, somewhere you can sip and unwind, or hang out with a party crowd till closing time. You might be drowning her leaving, or just here drinking. We all need a bar sometime. That's right. Just here drinking. We all need a bar sometime. We all need a bar sometimes. Lean back with a long neck on a neon night, somewhere you can sip and unwind, or hang out with a party crowd till closing time. You might be drowning or leaving, or just here drinking. We all need a bar sometimes. You might be down
So let's get back to more music.
The legendary Pine Tree Lodge in LaBelle, Texas has been owned and operated by the Miller family since 1984. And in 1990, Southeast Texan and country music superstar Mark Chestnut filmed his debut music video there.
Well, it sure feels good to come in here and just pull up a seat.
A generation later, his son Casey Chestnut
Frosted mud of a cool one helps to beat the heat.
My son, Casey Chestnut.
Since 1984, the Millers have kept it going with fabulous music, food, dancing, and scenery. Stopping there soon. Coming up next, Casey Chestnut will be in the Royal Spotlight. Sponsored by Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches.
King of the road.
Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches, Texas is celebrating 60 years in business. Where have you been? Bradley's Collision Center is an award-winning shop serving all of Southeast Texas since 1962. And it has been family-owned and operated by the Bradley family of Port Neches since the very beginning. Each and every one of their customers are treated like friends and family while receiving expert service. Bradley's Collision Center, 2639 Knoll Street in Port Neches, Texas. Call them at 722-9391.
You want some big old hot tails, you come on down here to Red Tails. They're as big as your hand, the crawfish are hot, the beer is cold, and the shrimp are as good as you're gonna get anywhere on the Gulf Coast. You tell Forrest Gump, you come on down here and I'll show you some shrimp.
When it comes to spicy boiled crawfish, shrimp, and ice-cold beer, one of the best-kept secrets in Southeast Texas is Red Tails. Hightail it down 124 in Finette to Red Tails. Dine in, to go, and catering available.
We love Red Tails.
Soggy Bottom Saloon is the party headquarters of Beaumont, Texas. With dancing, fabulous live music, a huge selection of ice-cold beer, karaoke, a poker tournament on Tuesdays, great dance floor, pool tables. Soggy Bottom Saloon is where all the coolest people hang out. Soggy Bottom Saloon, 11325 Old Both Road in Beaumont, Texas. Keep up with them on Facebook. 5 Star Feeds, located at 580 Highway 365 in Port Arthur, Texas, has it all, and they are locally owned by Tina Bean. 5 Star has all the feed you could possibly need, as well as hardware, horse saddles and tack, name brand Western and workwear, and much more. 5 Star Feeds in Port Arthur, Texas.
There's a big black cloud blowing in from the west. I've been driving all day, Lord, I sure could use some rest. There's a motel up ahead where I can unwind. 'Cause I sure love thunderstorms and neon signs. Grew up on the road from town to town. My daddy's kind of work kept us moving around. I got fond memories of the way things were back then. Warmth of neon and the cold storm was moving in. Listen to the Opry Small Cafe when we stop to get a bite on the way. Whenever I hear the wheels begin to run, takes me back to another time. Got a real nice room with the radio and TV. This here a motel them, and here's a whole lot for me. And it looks like it'll be raining for quite some time. Mixed with lightning is a glow from a neon sign. Listen to the opera in a small cafe when we stop to get a bite along the way. Whenever I hear the wheels begin to whine, it takes me back to another time. That's a big black cloud blowing in from the west. I've been driving all day, Lord, I sure could use some rest. There's a motel up ahead where I can unwind. 'Cause I sure love thunderstorms and neon signs. Oh, I sure love thunderstorms and neon signs.
Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches, Texas is celebrating 60 years in business. Where have you been? Bradley's Collision Center is an award-winning shop serving all of Southeast Texas since 1962. And it has been family-owned and operated by the Bradley family of Port Neches since the very beginning. Each and every one of their customers are treated like friends and family while receiving expert service. Bradley's Collision Center, 2639 Knoll Street in Port Neches, Texas. Call them at 722-9391. Shows at Seven Oaks Event Garden start back March 4th with a sold-out concert for Courtney Hale Riviere. You can catch David Starr on March 12th and many more through November. Live music at Seven Oaks is sponsored in part by Acadian Pools of Orange, Texas. Seven Oaks Event Garden in LaBelle, Texas. Cruise to Larry's Old Time Trade Days in Winnie, the first weekend after the first Monday of every month. Larry's Old Time Trade Days, where you can find it here. In need of a professional realtor to find your dream home or to sell your current house? Call Suzanne Simmons of RE/MAX 1 at 880-5307. There's no better realtor in all of Southeast Texas.